we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. It's a massive company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they into, but they wanna get control of my live stream, and I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure, wanna turn the whole planet against us. So it's step to get joined the resistance, or you wind up going against us. My name is Barrett Wallace, and I'm known for paralyzing, pulverizing punks into submission. I ain't fantasizing. Wish this world wasn't violent, it'll get worse if we allow it. Hot hair with a candy for an arm and a mind with number of edges inside it. And I represent Avalanche. Man, them chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man, we never embarrass land those battle plans. My people beside me think to provide me with a bit of voice of reason. Got Big, got Wedge and Jesse. Anybody in my way, I'm squeezing. Get behind me, I'm leading, but bomb in the region, it's gotta be the highest treason. We came too far to back down, and I'm not leaving till we even. Bring it to whoever wants, you can get it quick. Got the president and everybody throwing fits, and we gotta get control of it. Ain't nobody hopping off this train till it's over with. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. A-R-R-E-1-T, they gon' have to come get me if they want me. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't care about much. Just my daughter Marlene and my people being free. See, you gotta understand, son, I don't have the answer. I just keep the faith, and I always keep a handgun. No, I mean that literally, cause I got a handgun. I call it a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. Keep the high top fade, and I keep a bad attitude. Pity the fool that compare me to that other dude. Avalanche reppin' till the day I pass on. Willing to die for freedom. Ready if you should need them, cause we beat them. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. Encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of our enemies. A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service, got a bit further to go. Do what I gotta get. Who want a problem with A-V-A-L-A-N-C-H-E, yeah, that's who we beat. Yeah. Is it right to go on? They're all gone. They died for the planet. Will they ever forgive us? Right now, I really don't know. Yeah. I've been real. When I'm with ill, I spit skills, get gill like mithril, blow like a pinwheel. Live from the live stream, tighten your flows that get tossed in the cycle of souls. And only the foolish try, the rest know full well it's suicide. Monsters traveled here on the last lunar cry. Prototype of the aura site, archetype, parasite. Get your data right or get shattered like time. A lyrical rhyme slave, erasure from my digital mind wave. Start up the crime wave, Project G when the meteor falls. Saw the future without reading your palms. I read 13 chapters and the rappers come after. Ran in major blow like Macro reactors. Keep the sister ray, equip the spray. Command counter with the ultimate, bring it into your day. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Traverse or level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier. Absolute, think you can stay in the avalanche. Traverse or level up a family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you, clear your area, it gets scarier.
Yeah, lights out in the city. For the right, yo, my cut ties with my pity. Come alive when it's gritty. Keep more than a buster on my back. Do it for the scene, not talking film, it's not an act. System failure from the top down. Oppression from technology, guess we should play the cop now. How we get so lost, wow. Soldier up, it just be a statistic. Genova cells are flowing through the veins of every misfit. Wouldn't miss it for the world, I'll just switch up the stand. Shinra nothing, I won't let my adversaries advance. Better throw up your head, feel that light stream pumping. Mako green lights, hit the gas, hard stop it. We don't ever fall down, we don't ever give up. When it's crunch time, avalanche is coming in clutch. Cut the bomb set.
chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier. Absolute. Think you can stay in the avalanche. Travel so level up. A family, you don't have a chance. We got the superior material. Beware of the various terrors. We prepare for you. Clear your area. It gets scarier.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. See, it occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore. Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk, if not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing. The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then? It's too late. You've already thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck. Now you're just flicking that shit everywhere. This is a disaster. You'll never get the Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood. An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
It's military, a service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay. This trap's not too hard to spot, once you know what to look for. Keeping it hidden has not been a priority for the cryptozoologist. The reeds shake in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalks. Most of it melts quickly, relinquishing form to darkness. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely no cryptozoological monstrosity.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we are done. No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain, it's just...
It takes you a moment, but finally, you spot the last of Morel's traps. This one's partially obscured by the reeds. The reeds bend forlorn. The constant distance of the trap feels like no locust. No phasmid either, but still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there. I just see an empty trap.
Can you hear me now? Yo, I've been talking all this time and nobody can hear me. I've been talking for 22 minutes and nobody could hear a damn word I've been saying. Crazy. Yo, I've been having problems with this stream since I started. First, I couldn't get any sound. Yo, we'll talk about it later, but...
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something.
I'm about
picked
to
up
ready
the
to
track
throw
and shook it before
Streamlabs
dropping it
out
back
the
down
window.
onto the ground.
No, it's good. It's honestly ever since I hooked up that damn webcam to Streamlabs, everything has just been doing whatever the hell it wants. I mean, I know how to fix it, but I have it shut off. I don't just have it hidden, I have it completely shut off. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I was about to say I have the weekend, but I really don't because it's only freaking Tuesday. But every day's Friday to me, so... Yeah, but I don't feel like learning OBS, so... I've really been sitting here for 22 minutes talking to my... Well, I always talk to myself, but... Wow, and y'all been sitting here without me talking, still watching. So, like, wow, thumbs up to you guys, for real, for real. Y'all the homies. I'm thinking about switching up my whole setup, for real, for reasons, but I'll figure that out when I get off stream. Had you not said anything, I wouldn't have known I didn't have audio. I do get the feeling that someone or something may have messed with the trap. But what if it was and it got out? Yeah, it probably wasn't. You're right, but I still need the...
Okay. But after that, we get back to our own assignments. There really is no explanation for this detour right now. None. None whatsoever.
I was talking to Looney and everything. Alright, where the hell am I? Shit. I don't know where I'm at. I need to get across... Fuck. Okay, if I remember correctly, I can't cross here. Okay, so I know where I'm at. When you streaming again? I was talking about how I've been trying to catch Looney's streams, but he streams so I don't know what time zone he's in, but he streams so early in the morning that my phone will go off, but then I close my eyes back. Oh, let me check.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers,
Looney.
a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on
Oh,
his shirt.
how do I get to the place I'm supposed to be, though?
Any signs of violence? No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
Yeah, I gotta finish this though. I see that the problem is I only stream with RPGs. They're long, and I only stream for like 3 hours. I mean, I know Diablo doesn't come out till June, but I don't know how long this game is, and I still have to finish Skyrim, and I know that's
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
long as hell.
Any information on the library card?
Cause once Diablo come out, it's from Central Jamrock.
Good. You have a lead.
Yeah and no. I mean, it has an ending, but from what I'm told, you can reach like level 200 or something. So like, I guess you can like go back and like keep
Do you
going.
and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else? I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you? I'm afraid they're closed. It says here that the library is open from 10 a.m. to 6
You're
p.m.
right. They are closed.
We should try again during business hours.
Yeah.
Anything else, Detective?
I think that's it.
57th, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering wheels.
Shut up. You say the same shit. Alright. I need to check. What were we supposed to do? Dead body on the rock. Call Jamrock Public Library. I can do that. Take the stuffed bird to guard. Oh, I didn't bring dude his jacket. Okay. Get the hangman's boots. Don't know how I'm gonna do that. Send the body. Yeah, I need to do that. Oh, I need to talk to her, but I gotta go over there anyway, so that's cool. That's where we're headed now. Yeah, we're not doing that. Oh, I gotta get. I just passed the pawn shop. We might have time to go in there. Get a reality lowdown. We just passed the pawn shop. I should have time to go in there and get a tape recorder. H. The hell is that supposed to mean? Is that some kind of secret message? You need help or something? I'm gonna have to start checking my audio and stuff before...
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Oh, it was something I was supposed to sell, but I forget what it was now. Damn. Oh, do I have to search for it
The
myself?
boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Is that what I need? Is the boombox the tape recorder? Because this place is so weird.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on
What's this?
a typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted
700.
floor and table lamps.
Alright. So that has to be it.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything, wherever, Turn any
I want
tape
a
into a conversation
boombox.
of
I don't
sounds
know
and
what I
shapes.
would use it for, but damn, I miss boomboxes. They were the shit. Okay, why does it seem like time is moving so slow now? Oh, we did get some new clothes. Miss Territorio, you still didn't tell me what H was. I mean, are we doing the alphabet, or is this some kind of secret love language that I don't know about? Was it the kid? I mean, I want to know. Alright, what did we get? We got a new shirt. Rhetoric, empathy. I try to take your shit too. I'm on Gemma's side. Shivers, physical instrument. Alright, come wash my dishes. Oh shit, I didn't take anything out for dinner or lunch. I need to do that, but I'll wait. I've only been streaming for 30 minutes. That's it? What was this? Perception. Logic. Oh, that's that dude's jacket, I think. I gotta give that back to him. Logic. Nothing to really... What is this? Drama. Visual. I don't really have a hat on, do I? But that takes my rhetoric down. Grand Quest Gaming. What's good, homie? Are you streaming right now? Because if you are, I'll pull you up. Pain threshold. See, but I meant to pull you up the other day. I don't know what happened. Alright, homie. 2 logic, 1 perception. Perception is pretty good, ain't it, though? Where the fudge is perception? Oh, my perception is 5. And we're not leveling up anytime soon. I need to get my physical instrument up, which is probably what I'm gonna level up next. Can you shout out Grand Quest 2? My weekend was pretty good, actually. It wasn't that bad. How was yours? Normally my weekends suck, but my weekend was pretty good. I can't do this. Can I? Do I have... Oh, I can unlock one. Okay. So this is what I need to do. Unlock. And which one am I gonna do? Damn. See, I don't like that they don't... Oh, you were playing Dead Space 3? Really? They don't tell you what you're gonna get before you waste 6 freaking hours doing this. So I can do... It'll temporarily give me -1 authority. And do this temporarily, but that's only an hour. 3 hours. Indirect mode of taxation. Authority and icronation. The bow collector. Actual art degree. -1 perception. I think I should do the regular self-critique. I know it's 6 hours, but something is telling me that it'll be worth it. Temporary research bonus. None. 5 hours. Interesting. Oh, wait, does it tell? Oh. Actually, I don't care about this one. I can probably get rid of it. Alright. You can take my authority for now. Don't nobody care about my authority. I have no authority in this place. They don't believe in me. They think I'm a drunken cop, which I pretty much am. Alright, let's turn these bottles in. We got time. Time is on our side, homie. We should probably go lie to Everett.
The tear machine stands at your bottles clunk into the machine.
$1.10. Well, we get to sleep for free now, though, so that's not an issue. Oh, wait, didn't we get a new tool? Go back. What's the new tool? Oh, this. So, can I play that tape now? I have that hooked up, so can I? No? How do I use it? I'll figure it out. I'm smart. This game don't make no sense, but I'm still smart. You still won't say nothing to me, will you? Tell me about money. Alright, we need to talk to Gart. Who are you? Oh, I know who you are. Alright, first let's talk to Gart.
Can I help you?
About my bill, I need a drink. I saw another thing. I found a new bird.
What is this thing?
It's no biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Better respect it,
I can
homie.
fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
I feel good about our work here today. It's
I
all
don't
about
think
the
he
little
liked
things,
it.
like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Oh, I needed to add a new timer thingy. You know, I just keep forgetting stuff. I got sidetracked on everything I was supposed to do today because AOT is on Fortnite, and I was like, son, I gotta go get Aaron. And it was 10 o'clock, and I didn't have enough time to do everything, so I forgot everything I had to do, and then I had to stream, and I didn't get Aaron. So, you know, I'll do it later.
It's not actually about that, but he liked it.
Okay, I needed to talk to you.
It's great to see you again, officer.
You want some of my
My
drugs?
wife can't wait to thank you. Go on, talk to her.
I thought I needed to talk to you first, but okay. If the button will move right, there we go.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
If it wasn't for the fact that they're class whatever drugs and they only give me the exact amount, I would so hook you up.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude.
What'd you give me?
It's
I
a
wasn't
tie.
looking.
Mexican origin.
Oh,
the
it's a
pin is
tie.
an antique. Quite special.
Thank you. Not me talking about drugs on national TV. I know it's not national TV, but in my mind it is.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull with 8 eyes. You could ask her about this when you get the time. It's probably a cryptid, but the phasmid, of course, is more important.
Oh, God. You never told me you seen a phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings.
Okay.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
Once I get all my, whatever subscription points I need, I'm probably gonna get some new emotes. We'll see.
Darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
Measuring things is important. How did she get the size?
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe. Now go on.
They
Tell our
actually
friend
put
about
me on a new
it. Proving
med
his interest in the field.
to add to all the meds I'm on. I forgot to tell you about that. Or did I tell you about that? I don't know. I'll look at the Discord when I talk to you
The
later.
lieutenant read his familiar notebook.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds.
So many
Quite a tall
stories.
one. Many times my height, I
I
remember.
still like this game
When all
though.
of a sudden,
It's psychologically titillating.
I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the
You were
suburbs.
5.
My grandmother had a summer home there.
Betancourt got bombed in the war. It used to be quite near, circa 20 kilometers from here.
Tit the tit? That is not how you spell titillating. Are you high, Miss Territorial?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its
Don't
body
cry
unfolded
too
like
hard.
some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it. I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm
Do
and
I have-
touched the thing.
Did I put my
It felt
crying
just like a
emote
stalk
in?
of reed, but it moved, swaying,
I do have
towering
my
above me.
crying emote.
After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there, knee-deep in mud, looking around me.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I want to keep the ones I have or if I want to just get new ones. I'm contemplating. We'll see.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me.
I might just keep
Of
the
course,
ones I
she
have
just
for
laughed at
now.
me, but I knew
It's not
what I'd
like I'm really
seen.
making money, so
For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys, that sort of thing. Of
Impress
course,
boys?
most people just
With
took
that?
it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Morel.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard. The sounds. She told me it hissed.
more money, more problems, Miss Territorial.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
But it's also the games I play. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say some days I play popular games, but other days I play obscure games like this, you know?
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs
But
were
I'ma
white,
do
like marble.
what I want to do,
It
so.
matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago.
Honestly,
it's no
this
exaggeration
game
to say
is
that she
unlike
restored my faith in my profession.
any game I have ever played, and I'm actually surprised myself that I like it. At first, I was like, eh. But the psychological titillating of it's drawing me in. So,
Our first, yes.
The glance is tender, yes, but tempered by something else. A thought she can't express.
Although,
even
I'm
to
not
him.
gonna lie, if I had
Interest.
to read all this, there is no way I would be playing this game. I know back in the day, PlayStation 2, Final Fantasy 7, or was it PlayStation 1? I can't remember. I had to read paragraph after paragraph, and I did it happily. I don't live that life no more. I can't go back. I can't go in reverse.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the
I mean,
camouflage ends.
paragraphs, son.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's
Taller
probably
than
not the case.
you at 5?
What if it is the case?
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about the phasmid. This is the main thing here. What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of the insect.
Hey, Miss Territorial, did you pay for Me 6? Excuse me, to yeah, okay.
So she
See, I
couldn't have
refused to
made
pay
it
for
up,
it,
or
so I was
imagined it.
wondering.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here. They just give me a cider and ruffle my hair and tell me to stop dreaming. But I saw it.
I thought it was a wonderful story, man.
Yeah, I feel you.
You're welcome, sweetie. I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day.
We got a
So warm.
92% chance. Let's go.
There's really no point
Better
in
had
manipulating
one.
anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena. I like to hear about some of the cryptids you study. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
See, I had time to look at that other shit in that other place.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture.
Kim, you're no fun.
Ooh, tough choice there.
Is this bird a cryptid?
No, it's the cryptid. Oh, yes.
Okay, what is this
The
bird?
eight-eyed teratorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered.
He's really
with a
just holding that
wingspan of
boombox like that. I
11.5
just
meters.
realized that.
It was thought to have gone extinct
Woman, I'm not really listening
3,500
to what
years
you
ago.
saying.
Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until
Mutation? Huh. All of evolution is a mutation.
Did you pay the monthly fee or did you pay for the one-time fee, or is it a year fee? I don't know.
until it was sighted by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
This renown seems a bit dubious. Your own catalogue comes up completely empty. But, of course, you are not all-knowing.
How much was it for the year? I don't remember.
It happened on a botanical
I have
expedition into
time.
the vast and
Let's hear about it
unexplored
now.
Uamrau Canyon in southeast Ilnara.
Oh, that's not bad.
Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm. The world's large alone in the blasted desert heat. He was lost, without any navigation equipment, and desperately low on water.
I need
After a
to
day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky.
make
A
some
great
failure
blackbird. It
clips.
seemed gargantuan.
But that means I have so many VODs to go through, and I don't really want to. Maybe this weekend. I know Streamlabs has this new marker thing where you can like mark where you want certain things, but this doesn't really have much filler stuff, so I might have to backtrack to some of my old stuff. And with Destiny, I've been failing on everything, so I might just have to do like a compilation because, yeah.
Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uva got there, the Teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times. Yes, or
Because I have to put
rather,
more on my
hunting.
YouTube than
A
just
bird that big
VODs.
has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plottenkalk followed the Teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist.
Watch out.
Okay.
Then, the Teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird.
Why?
The bird was controlling his mind.
Oh, this might take
Kept
too
him from
long.
approaching. He could step back, but every time he stepped forward, paralysis. Uva spent 3 days trying until the bird flew away.
Hold on, how did he survive the tell
The
the story?
eight-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there.
Ew.
And the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
Any-minded controlling bird. Fuck yes. Any-minded controlling bird. Come on. Yeah.
Absolutely, sweetie. Cryptozoologists have been
Your
tracing
dreams
it
are my
ever
dreams.
since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Modern radar telemetry shows great promise. We
I
will
have time
confirm
for
this by the
karaoke?
end of the decade, latest.
This one,
I don't
like,
know.
not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and
Oh my
the
god.
largest bird
Kim,
ever
are
to
you having
live,
fun?
it
Is
also
it
does
true?
mind control.
He's sincere. He likes the audacity of it.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence.
Whatever
The
you say,
imperial
lady.
eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Not really. It's just stylization. The way they drew eyes. It's not a zoological drawing.
Whatever you say, brain.
Very, very hard.
This one's very famous.
Oh,
Everyone knows
experience.
it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know? That would be the
Oh,
giant
there's
of
more?
Kokonur.
I didn't know there was more.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast
I'm
Kokonur
kinda
desert
tired of
in
talking
South
to you.
Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. mirage or a psychogenous luminance. The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say no one knows for sure. It is like an awful...
Who here? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest
I
animal
like that
the
name,
planet can support.
Kokonur.
There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
I like that word too.
Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
Sure, what is the thinnest
Hey,
cryptid?
you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
But Kim, don't you want to hear about another cryptid? Right, okay, we can move on for
He
now.
nods approvingly.
I really like to hear more about cryptid. Alright, we'll leave that. We'll leave it for now. I needed to talk to you.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now, then,
Amen.
what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on those traps.
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
No locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Right.
She's engaging in a well-known self-deception called motivated reasoning. You should correct them.
Should I?
Of course, more clever.
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked
I
off the
mean,
locusts
why
and
should I
escaped.
crush their
This is
dreams?
good news.
Nobody's
They'll have to
crushing my
reconsider the
dreams.
design of the traps.
Why should I
Make
crush
them more
theirs?
secure.
No matter how retarded.
Another trick to the
Nope,
reeds.
bad word. No matter how special. It's not very scientific to reason backward from a conclusion you want to be true. I don't know. I'm not persuaded.
I appreciate your concern, officer. But please
Do
leave
you?
this to the experts. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
What?
You're jabbing at the soft underbelly of his psyche. He realizes he's gotten defensive.
Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us. You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société
It's
Cryptozoologique
2000.
du Ravachol. is
I don't have
yours.
time for the karaoke. What?
Some kind of foul play might be afoot. Theft.
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation.
Ah,
here.
shit.
This
I
has been
shouldn't.
refreshing, but
Okay, so interfacing 4.
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be
I'll
honest.
save
It's
it.
not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I'll save it and then I'll
Thanks.
ask him. Quick save. I don't like my chances. And I don't
Hello.
like losing.
Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
You have your suspicions.
Yeah, I lost. Alright. Load. What is...
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new trap.
Shut up. Interfacing. Do I have anything for interfacing? Clothes. I do. The gloves. Let's put the gloves on real quick. I'll put my other gloves back on after. And let's see.
Hello. Lena and I were just discussing the design of the new...
Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a young person. Hands small enough to fit inside the trap, too. You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
I don't want to speak to Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would a child want with bugs?
Oh, my dear Morel, you've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment insects almost as much as they love to torment old folks.
I'll talk to the little gremlin and see if anything comes up.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh, you've been such a dear to us. Please, let us know whatever you turn up. I haven't...
Well, I see you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Damn.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but Morel, it's been fun. Really.
No.
He keeps the language unemotional, but it's in there. Disappointment.
I don't have the time to talk to
Always
Gary.
a pleasure to see an officer of the law. I mean, officers.
Do you know anything about the man hang? You're surprising. I guess I don't have anything to say to you, Gary, so, I mean, whatever. I can't talk to you guys right now. So I might as well head back to the whatchamacallit. I don't want to speak to Kuno, but I have to pass him, right? Do I? To get to the, I don't know how to get up there either. No, I don't. We need to go this way. Not this. Yes, that way, right? Why? Yeah, no, let's go the other way. Boop, 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 boop. Wasn't that the wall? Yeah, let's go this way. That works. Although I'm not sure what to do for 2100
The
hours.
spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. half a century at least, from the revolution. You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow. Your chest feels tight looking at
Damn
them.
it.
It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there? You were looking pale there for a second. What are you looking at?
Examine closer. These bullet holes look like the bullet holes we saw
Bullet
before.
holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution. Plenty.
Um, 60. Okay. I'm not opening that door for Everett. This will let me into the apartment building. Did I come in here before? Yep. Nothing here. I need to get to the balcony. I did that. I did everything in there. I could talk to her, but I don't have the time. Okay. I need to talk to her, but I don't have the time. Let's go through here, which should take me to the other side of the balcony, right? No. Ah, shit. Alright, I need to find my way. Shit. Okay, that's to the balcony. That's to the exit. Balcony. I can read with my New York education. If I remember correctly, this was locked. But if I carry, I don't need the boombox right now. If I carry that, could I open it? No. Okay. This is the door we need. I'm gonna leave it like that because I need to get to 2100 and it's only at 20. I have to go to the bathroom. I also have to take food out of the freezer to unfreeze, defrost, whatever you call it. So I will be right back. I'm gonna put on some music. Hopefully it'll play because I don't know what Streamlabs is doing. But I shall return. BGTV, what is up? I hope you can hear me. My sound is off again. What? You know, this shit is pissing me off. Let's see if we can fix the sound again. There we go. The sound is fixed. Let's see if my mic is working. I think my mic is working. Oh, it's still, even with all that, the time didn't really pass. That sucks. I think my mic is working. Properties. Yeah, my mic should be working. I really gotta figure out why it's doing what it do, but I'll do that later. Well, I guess I can talk to the other chick for a minute. I guess that'll make time go by. But I need to be back there exactly 2100, so that sucks. I need paint, lady.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright, sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell.
That was an accident.
Could that girl have been little Lily? It's not a bad place to start.
Could have been her. Small kid with giant white armored hands.
Oh.
If you've seen one of them, you've seen them all. What for?
I'm doing renovation. It's boring but necessary for my motor carriage. The populace kind of need to warn people.
What do you think I'm trying to paint here? A mural for a better tomorrow? Why do you really need it? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet. Everything is sad and shit, and we need art to make it okay. Grand art, like...
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off.
Cool, no brush then, not a problem. You see, you will all see and tremble.
There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
Ooh. Very low chances. Miss Territorial, can you hear me? Because I left and came back and the sound and everything was gone again. So, alright. Just making sure. Cindy, you suck. I would do that over, but I don't remember the last time I saved it. I need time to go by and I don't... I guess I could talk to the chick downstairs. Because I got my badge. But let's quick save it just in case I don't make it in time. Because sometimes they be talking forever.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see. Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water, almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel.
It was
Very
snowing
sturdy.
the other day.
What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
Yeah, I found my badge, homie.
I love you did.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
How about you share your information on the lynching, now that you've seen his badge?
Oh, I still got that man in the refrigerator.
The goalposts have moved, Lieutenant. In the absence of the badge, I have informed my employer there will be a probe. I cannot rescind that promise. To my knowledge, the drivers are still at the roundabout. I will tell you everything I know when you've finished with them.
Wait, what? Yeah, the dead guy. I can rescind that promise.
My plan is to share information. The only way to do that now is by telling my employers you've kept your end, which I hope you will. Because let me tell you, we are in dire waters.
Meaning, the information she has will raise the stakes in this game.
The sooner the probe is finished, the sooner I can share crucial information with you. Now, is there anything I can do for you in the meanwhile? Tea, perhaps? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. This reality.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
I am conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. No time to... Oh my fucking god! Marso TV, thank you for the raid, homie. I appreciate it. Ash, what is up? Thank you very, very, very much. Scared the hell out of me, though. Thank you, Marso. I will have a great stream. Everybody coming in, thank you very much. I'm gonna warn you, this game is kind of boring, but it's very, very interesting, psychologically at least. Woo! Scared me. I'm gonna have to change that, although I do enjoy being scared. Thank you for the follow, homie. Welcome to the asylum. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I remember now. Rox, welcome to the asylum.
Yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
You got scared. Don't get scared. Cuddly ladybug, welcome to the asylum, homie.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
Oh, Miss Territorial, you are the best mod ever.
All right, we're in.
If I
I
had
know
money,
these all look good.
I
but
would
begin with
pay
the
you.
first, okay?
Hopefully, you will take payment in love.
We're in Martinez, baby. A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock.
Welcome to Jamrock.
You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution.
Oh, I don't know. I have time
It
for
has
this. I have
its
somewhere
charms, just not this time of year.
to be at
I'm not a good
2100.
ambassador. I've only been here once before.
Thank you.
As a
You have
teenager.
a good day too.
Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds.
Miss Territorial,
Boys with
you
boxy
put
shoulders.
my modding to shame. Really. You
This
do.
place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it. It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near
Yes.
the ocean?
We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Rivacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities.
Right.
Caillou, as you already know.
Is it like
Imagine a
Caillou,
pebble.
that cartoon
A
person?
smoothed-over pebble amidst
Wasn't
a great
that
blue sea,
kid's name?
misshapen, cracked.
I'm glad you
The
are
cracks
pretty
of the
good,
river Esperance.
cuddly ladybug.
We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez Distributary.
I'm hungry, but I don't want to stop again to microwave my
It is clear
food
this pebble is of
because I'm
enormous value to
afraid
her
my sound is gonna go out again.
and to humanity at large.
Okay, that's Martinez. What about
Revachol.
Revachol?
Revachol, the great kind.
What time is it? I'll wait till, maybe 1 or 2.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
When do we play Destiny? Tomorrow? No, we play Destiny on Thursday. Okay, who built this city?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from
When was
in
it
the DeLorean
built?
century. 380 years ago. They
Uh-huh.
say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered.
Yep, just
The
give me some
tensions are
XP
highest.
for
The fault
asking
line's deepest.
all these questions that I don't even
By that I
understand.
mean conflicts.
What do you say?
Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Right?
We
Why
are
are we
standing
here?
on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
She points across the water where the skyscraper
A sparkle of
rise.
lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world.
Experience!
That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Look to the
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
I didn't put anything
There
into
is
that.
no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I already thought I did. Where are we? I don't know. You say nothing. Observe the large body of water.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon,
Ah, I got a new
then
what you
breaks the
call it.
silence, slowly.
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
I don't know.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality.
I
Might
only
I
have.
suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Yeah, but time doesn't seem to pass unless I'm doing something, and I need it to go to 2100. You're right, Lieutenant. But I want to know everything now. But won't I be lazy if I...
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
That's not true. I stick all the gum in my mouth at the same time.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
28. 3, but my conceptualization is pretty high, is it not?
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare?
He's a beautiful man. He's a hero. He's a bloated... Blah, blah, blah. I didn't.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually... corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
I
Of
pick
course.
sides.
And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me.
Actually, I don't. I'm a
I'm not
Libra.
a corrupt Verm myself. However, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
No, hearing other people's sides, listening, changing your perception, that's not
Intellectually
gossiping.
speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
BGTV. Your phone was muted. So you would have said that you couldn't hear me, and I would have thought it was my mic, and it would have been all on you, and I would have been like going through all my settings thinking it was me, homie. Wow. Good to see you, though. How's Cyberpunk been treating you? Wait, what? Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things. Mr. Everett is helping me find my gun. I'll help him turn up the heat. I'd rather talk about something else for now, if you don't mind.
Oh. That's so helpful.
I'm
of
just
him.
messing with you, BG.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw muscle is trembling.
We're not gonna really work with
He's
him.
able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
That's why you're
Incredible.
mad.
Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
I helped him turn up the heat. Let's talk
Of
about
course,
something
detective.
else.
Should something come up later down the
Okay,
road?
it's almost
Don't be afraid
2100.
to drop
I
by
gotta
and
go
chat.
talk to the guy
Until
with the
then,
cigarette.
is there anything I can help you with?
I got some questions about reality. No.
Of course, detective.
No. Chick won't give me her paintbrush. It's okay. Go to your meeting, homie. I'm just glad you showed up. I appreciate you. Go to work. Make that money. Don't let the money make you. Shout out to Players Club. Oh, I gotta go this way. Now, I'm hoping that time is just gonna pass because it's not 2100 and I'm
This
not
door
talking.
is made of metal. No one answers.
We should return in the evening.
And I'm gonna microwave my food. But I can't send help. By the time I mail it to you, I mean, standard shipping, it takes 5 days to get from East Coast to West Coast, homie. I'm not going to put on the away screen. I'm not going to put on any music. I'm not even going to mute the mic because last time it fucked everything up. So I'm hoping that if I don't pause the game, time will keep going. And I'm going to put my shit in the microwave and I will be right back. Which one? Oh, you don't want a plate of this. I don't even know what it is. What is it? Kobe cheese, omelet, ham patty, and a spice fruit melody. Whatever that is. Alright, time did not move an inch. So I gotta... How do I make time go by? I wonder if I change to the bulk cutters. Would it open this door? No? Okay. So I gotta find somebody to talk to until 2100? That don't seem like... That don't seem right. I'll talk to the old lady. Quick, short conversation.
Give me a moment. I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the cold room.
I already know. I already talked to you.
It's
that's your room?
bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones.
Oh, I'm gonna put this on bread. I'll be right back.
All I need from this world.
Could use some cheese
She
too.
hasn't spoken to anyone for a
But
while.
I don't have any
Even
cheese.
her sentences feel rusty.
Do I have bread? I'm gonna use this bread. Although I think it's for that hamburger, but it's fine.
Ask away, policeman.
I've asked you all these questions already, did I not?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
I love ham and bacon. It's only really pork that I eat. I don't eat pork chops or anything else. I actually can't stand pork chops.
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
Oh my god, time is going by so freaking slow.
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still...
Probably, but, you know, you live too far to cook for me. So I eat these microwave meals.
She leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others. Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me the symbol of what now? Never heard of it. The hell am I supposed to know?
I'm just gonna keep asking you the same
nut job,
questions
I
over
assume.
and over and over because I already have the answers to everything. I just need time to go by, homie.
People come and go. I don't keep an eye on everyone.
They probably just moved or died, hopefully somewhere else.
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college. Education's good. I always tell them to study. Something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on... That's what I said. Astrology.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, let it go. She mumbles some kind of a response.
Fine. I mean, who do I go and talk to then? Cindy doesn't want to talk to me. Wait, it was just raining, now it's snowing? I mean, I guess I can talk to you, but You're gonna
You're
give me
back.
a really
Good.
long story.
What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samaran Isla into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from blah 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 blah.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
And you want us to
Yes, but you won't
investigate.
get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
I thought if I found my badge, I didn't have to do this.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable.
How convenient that they're stranded like beached whales at that roundabout.
They did.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now.
Yep.
Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
I know which one that is.
Her irises are light green, like the river Esperance in bright daylight, upstream where it's clearer.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
Uncovering Union secrets could also give you an upper hand when dealing with them.
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged
2051.
involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers. No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However, this is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue. Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Track and beg them to open the drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
More XP.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi.
54.
But we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
So it's your fault. What proof do you have the Union is
How do you think they're
involved?
financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
True.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few
this
cash
spiced
registers
fruit is
cannot
really
provide
good.
for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for
Precisely.
drugs?
Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely.
56.
Then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the
Two
lynching.
might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Okay, I made up my mind about the smuggling investigation.
Yes?
We'll take the case, probe the drivers.
Excellent. According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
I know 2 of them.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
Yeah, you could talk to me for 2 more seconds. No, that'll take too long.
Of course.
Okay, just 1 more minute.
Everard Clare is a man of the... Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye.
2100.
He also is how they circumvent the term limits, you see. With a fun... Of course.
I gotta go.
Of course.
Don't tell her you've met Everard, right?
Yeah. I gotta go. This is the only thing that's really timed. Everything else she kind of let me do at my leisure.
Yes?
I don't want to talk to you, homie. Alright, the smoker. Here we go.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
Yep.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds.
We got your hint, found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Make things right. That's what I'm aiming for. Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right. I'm going to make them spectacular. I was hoping to talk to you about a positive. Alright. I'm gonna make shit spectacular, homie.
Beautiful.
He says again, a nearby street lamp casts a shadow.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Do I want to go in? I am a cop. What am I scared of? By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Why would I want to meet your friend? Very well.
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you're digging things?
Trust me, you do.
Alright,
That's
let's
nice,
go.
but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette.
Cigarettes
and
are
looks around.
bad,
It's
even though
getting
I
dark,
used to
and
smoke.
the neighboring windows have lit up. One, downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Ooh, wait. Gain experience plus 70. Level up. Okay.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Let's go, Kim. We have an interview. His Sunday friend.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He's such a good listener. There's just something mysterious about the way he talks and moves.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks. Very.
Why are you just talking?
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out.
Oh, you're a jerk.
Come on, detective. Let's go. We've got a...
Alright. I need to put it into physical instrument. But something is telling me to hold off. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Because that's the way I roll. Quarterly business magazine. A weird hat. Okay, I'll take it. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. Empty ashtray. Dishes soaked up in a pot. This is a kitchen. Flyers for underground parties, dates for open lectures at a local university, buckets of paint on a layer of old newspaper, a photo of a same apartment dated here, one expensive men perfume lingers in the air. Oh, cool, silk robe. I like it.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
The man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
What are you trying to say?
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
What?
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What's a drag? He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Point to the bed. Before we go on, I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy. Show him the silk robe. Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from. Show him the Sumerian hat. Get down to business.
Oh yes, my friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very good. That's really all I can tell you about it.
Okay.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You're actually a witness.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives you a solemn nod. Turn to the lieutenant. This is just the breaker we're looking
Easy,
for.
detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Is it because you did it?
Because I did it?
We already know who did it.
He's clearly not a man accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities.
How many of them
I couldn't
were
tell
there?
you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
That's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
Okay. What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched the guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RC?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
10 points of experience.
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind
Yes,
of bureaucrat.
as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is...
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition.
What?
In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call...
Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Thank you, Ken.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers
Like eggs right now.
That's
It's
why
crazy.
the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today.
Oh,
That's
you're
too
a
bad.
jerk.
You can always call our information line.
Okay.
Making information available is part of the Moral Intern's commitment to
I've
transparency.
heard about this Mortalin before, but I want
It's
to
the
know
International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
But of course. Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
Are you a Democrat or not?
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining...
A very moralist
whatever.
answer.
But what is a normal, stable world?
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here,
I
relatively
don't
speaking.
think I'm a moralist. Moralist just sounds like pretty boring. I want more action. Moralist. Democracy is meaningless. It's.
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
Yes, everything else is super extreme.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about what?
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Oh,
Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sur-la-Clé's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes.
Okay. But what are you doing here? Oh, okay, I read all that. Enough business talk.
Whatever you wish, officer.
You tell me about your friend.
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Just give me more XP.
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue. That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the moral intern feels, and why it stands for progress and stability, like the moral intern as a whole.
Yeah, okay.
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
So you don't even hear the words I'm
A
saying.
supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident. You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidate?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
Yeah. How did
any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Elysium.
You beat them over the
Oil
head,
platforms
you
ablaze in the
stalk
night,
them, and then
civil
you say
wars
we're
lasting for
friends.
years. Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends
Au
that
contraire,
way.
it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my
You
friend.
still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry. Who? But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his
Officer,
real name?
you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study
He's deeply
the arts.
enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
No, listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer.
I guess that's it.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Why can't we talk later? I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around the apartment. Thanks for the heads up.
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space.
I looked at everything, so... I mean, I guess I'm out.
Was there anything else? My friend, what about him? I'm all in. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's...
He holds out his hand.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I was on the balcony when it happened. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious.
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from it?
Officer, the yard was... Well, that's the strange... Eventually, their shouts... I'm afraid I don't have any...
About what time was it?
All I can say is my watch.
I
didn't see the corpse.
It seems I think we have...
Listen to this
Anything
again.
I can do to it. Of course. I'm...
Alright, bye. I don't need anything else from you, homie. There's nothing down here. I know where we have to go back to, but I can't get into there. Guess we'll end for the night. There's nothing to do here. That stupid chick won't give me a paintbrush.
Yes?
Yeah, I didn't mean to click on you. Oh, I think I was supposed to sell that gun. I don't remember. I think she said this was her apartment. What did I do?
Hello
for
again,
you?
officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Conceptualization. I did get new shit. What did we get? A hat, logic, suggestion, drama, electrochemistry. Okay. I mean, I guess I can talk to what's her name for a little bit. And then head to bed.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
I thought it was higher.
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late. For the big time. The revolution.
Ha, and what is this revolution? I
It's
keep
quite
hearing
easy.
about?
Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out? Who got shot in the head? Who got mineral?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by
Tell
the
me
end,
a
nearly
long
the whole world
story.
had gotten involved. It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
I think I'll head back to the room at 23, maybe?
It made people overthrow their governments. Of course not. It was a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
It was a funny time in history. They discovered transistors and rock music, but they didn't know anything about prions. Nobody did.
Where did it spread from there? What?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was
What came
the end.
next?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control. A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations, and you, of course, the citizens' militia. The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune. Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication, telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. '08 to '19 was simply hell. The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
That's when they discovered
Yes.
disco.
And quantitative
5
easing.
points!
It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isola-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
New skill point, nice.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare. No, I would say the apes were neutral. On the other hand,
Would you say...
those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head. Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot
Did they
back?
ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
Anyone else get shot in the head?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Who got the mineral
The liberals
rights?
got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything. Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
True that, true that.
She's one of them, of course.
If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender
To foreign
to?
intervention. The Coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait, you just said the liberals already took everything.
The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The Coalition took the ground. The Coalition of Nations, Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The Moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government.
The rulers of Revachol, and also the world. These guys are strong.
This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
A devout man of the center. Hard to come by. It's good to have someone who takes a moderate approach to head shooting. In your line of work, I mean. They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not. Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
You would have sided with the king.
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What would you have done
Good
differently?
question. What would you have done differently?
I asked you, who are you in all this? I would have sought a medical solution. I wouldn't have killed. I would have positioned myself precisely and made it up.
And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city. Good. Not that it would have mattered. In the end, the Commune forced everyone to the barricades.
That's enough about the
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not
Yes,
so fast.
because it's
Who
not
is
time
she,
to go
Lovis?
to bed yet.
Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer. She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor, a devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Wait, what is an ulcer?
An ultra-liberal. It's a type of liberal. From the revolution. It's, not the moderate kind. Yes. I am the nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. I pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution.
Oh, wow.
My kind surrendered the nation to financial colonists.
Oh, I hate it here.
Why? See, you know... I gotta block certain things.
I can see you thought we'd gone extinct. After all, no sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight. You're a man of the left, no? Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
That's a pity.
I did not mean to
I
say
hope
that.
we can remain collegial despite the... Honestly, I may have even preferred it. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. With due respect to our... I would not have...
I don't
Realizes
even
her
want to
small,
hear.
cold fist.
Then for my daughters, we had an obligation to do... Perhaps
I did not mean to pick that.
my intellectual
Shit.
vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
A smart boy getting smarter. On big... Yes, I suppose I am. But I...
Seditious talk, man.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now, shall we return to reality?
Nope, we have more time.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out. Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
She nods slowly.
Okay.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games. Ah! This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. This one used to be 8 to 10s, mostly the urban... Splat, splat.
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful.
Okay. I can up that.
The girl in the old lady rags. Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture. Yes, you and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture. Young people who dye their hair funny colors and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating. All right. What next?
Suddenly, you're not so sure you're part of the supraculture.
And what would that be? I can see that, yes. Nothing infra about disco, baby. Those days are long behind me. The new, It involved lots of partying, as you might imagine, and champagne-colored everything. By the looks of it, that would have been when you came of age. Now, wasn't it Guillaume Le Million who said, if you can remember the new, you weren't there? Ah, yes. This is not very central to reality, is it? I can't be 100% sure, but I believe he died due to complications from venereal disease. All of them. You can't get a venereal disease from that, can you? I'm afraid no. But then again, one can't be entirely sure. It's all part of his mystique. Ask someone else and you may get a more champagne-colored take. Anyway, what other basic facets of reality should we discuss?
Okay, I need to get that up and see if I can,
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything?
I'll be right back. Alright, wait, what did I just do? Okay, so the only way for me to get that up is to level it up. Alright, let's try.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
It remains a mystery what you...
Damn. What was the other one?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
But my conceptualization is pretty high.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that...
It's at 5. Composure. That'll give me conceptualization. That'll give me conceptualization. That's really it. Okay. I guess we're done talking. We're gonna end the day. Unless I see something on the way back. I thought they wanted me to paint this wall, but I don't see it now. So, or was it this wall? Nope, wasn't this wall. I do need to talk to Kuno, but we'll do that in the morning. This is not where I need it to go. Oh wow, there's nobody here right now.
A lorry stuck in the windows are clear. The fumes of heavy fuel oil waft over you, making the back end of a book with ragged edges catch.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town.
Yeah, it doesn't help me. Everybody's gone. I'm not used to seeing that. Is that old lady still there? Yeah, she's still there. Will you talk to me at nighttime?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you? Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s. Back in Mecca, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro.
What?
Until you came along, that is. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
Someone was.
Someone? Are these not your
They
memories?
are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
Okay.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
All of what? The world? The present?
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Meth, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole. Diamonds? Of course not. But within whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine. I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Okay.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Of course not. To truly understand the boyadero, you need to listen to on the Western Plain.
A boyadero, boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. People like Mañana at the gates have turned it into an ideology of sorts.
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain. Of course not. The boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Madrid, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
In the background, you can hear the orchestra swell as the screen fills with the maiden's imploring eyes.
So the boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off, because the Western Plain is calling to him. You have to understand. A true boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadero.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, lawman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman tuning out like that.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioneers around. I drive routes no one else will. Lomonosos Land, Udajnaya Zem, the Transcatalia Magistral. You for 1A. At Estradas do Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the bluebirds fly. You're right, lawman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
You're very welcome, pill driver.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say? What do I need drugs for, lawman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. Not yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary. The great unrest. I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Then what were you getting at?
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Who the fuck is Irrat? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel, he's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound. Maybe, probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, lawman? No, Lawman, diamonds.
Didn't ask you about diamonds, did I? I don't care about that. If you had to guess, who do you think is...
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also,
Don't trust
he's the
a
only one I
poet.
can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Diamonds are good for you, Lawman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself, where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls.
Alright.
Look at all the colors and the
It's
features
time
of
to
this world.
sleep.
It's a good palate cleanser, this, or I can just relax and let my mind...
I think we're done here, no?
5 more points.
Yes, go.
Yeah, at least you talked to me this time. Haha. Alright, I'm going to sleep. Shit, wrong way. I figure out how to get back to my free room and save my little $19. This way. We gotta call the library in the morning. This way. This way. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Kuno about the trap. Where's that damn town? Okay, the town is this way. I think. There's the bench. Oh, I can give the drunk guy his jacket back. I can't go that way. Alright. Go this way. Oh, the boat. There's my room, but let me give him his jacket. It was him.
Tequila sunset. Ah, tequila. I knew you'd come through. That's fucking great, man. Let me see. What? This isn't my jacket. My jacket was beautiful. This is fucking filthy. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm not taking a disgusting pile of hobo rags. I may be in an irrecoverably decaying orbit, but I've still got standards.
Great, so now I gotta wash it.
Either bring it back the way it was before, or find a dumpster to burn it in.
You know, despite the guano, it looks like the jacket itself is stain resistant. It may just need a good scrubbing.
And where the hell would I do that? Oh, the lady.
The old woman still sits in her chair, continuing with her chores. As she does, the buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's a lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song. Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Yes, it does.
Wash this
I
shit for
can
me.
wash it for you. But it's going to take about a half an hour. Think you can stay put for that long?
No, we must run around ceaselessly. It would be torture to stay.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
Well, hand it over then, and I'll see what I can do. Merci. I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Alright, we'll give the jacket back tomorrow.
It's getting cold, this late in the night.
Good night, officer. We'll meet.
I already shaved.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face. You're still not accustomed to it.
I have some stuff to get my electrochemistry up. Maybe I shouldn't give the jacket back. Banged up fuel canister. Blue. Shot bullet. Oh, the gun I could probably sell.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Alright.
It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple, melancholic tune, echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. Within seconds you know, this is the one, the real shit you've been looking for. The one you trust your room to that Claudia told you about. Perform it. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Could I sing this for karaoke?
Of course you could sing this. You could take sad to a whole new level with this. And you already know the lyrics since you've listened to it like 1,000,000 times. Yup, they're all here. All 3 verses. And the B-side of the tape contains the instrumental version. It's like the world itself is telling you to do it. Only one obstacle stands on your way. Gart. You have to convince Gart to let you sing karaoke in the
Oh,
room.
damn.
After you've won him over, you can express yourself. Let the pain out. Make everyone understand.
Freaking Gart. Okay.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still. Across the room, the heating system hums its soft lullaby. The mattress feels soft and sheets warm. It only takes you moments for the world to fall away.
Thoughts, baby. 1,000,000 little lights in the dark. You're one fine instrument, brother. All those faces and all those names. All that laughter and screaming and scheming around. Every corner. and every street.
Recorded in you forever on Faraday.
No, you're spinning tapes at the discotheque. The great unceasing disco of the mind. The flash. The bang. The endless learning experience. On and on it goes. For untold hours. At the disco where you first asked her to dance. Rising. Rising. Above the dark curvature. The great wingspan of sleep. Studded with stars.
Behold, there are millions of them down there. The first time. The last time. The smoke in her mouth. The plotted flowers. The faces turning, changing.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. Every day you're out there, you make more of yourself from it. I'm afraid you can't be unmade now. You can never forget this shit.
The colors, the voices, the rain, the snow, I don't want to, it's beautiful. The endless visions erased them.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world. An address book you are. The map of a city.
That's right, I am an agent of the world, but what if I wanted to be the agent of nothing?
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
One more day?
For the working class. For the money, baby. For the greater good.
Solving your little crossword puzzles. Doing your tasks. Crossing names off lists. Trying to become some sort of world detector. It won't make it okay. It won't put smoke back in her mouth.
What? I'm building communism for all. This time we won't fail. I'm just looking out for my economic self-interests. We're making progress, measured, steady progress. Forget politics. I'll never sleep if I keep on like this.
There he goes again. He's a real political animal, our Harry. He still doesn't see that it's the world changing around him.
Okay.
He's got no idea what he's in for.
Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Well, y'all won't leave me alone.
Do it for the picture puzzle. Put it all together. Solve the world. One conversation at a time.
This just don't seem
Good.
fair.
You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What
It's
is it?
a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here. An earth-shattering deduction from your psyche. What will those guys come up with next? Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly, out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain these energies, things only seem to be getting worse.
Wait, I thought things were going pretty well. Let's get right to it. What needs to be done?
You've got to find out who bears la responsabilité.
I thought I was assigning responsibility for the murder.
The most awesome, terrible thing. It is human nature to crave la responsabilité and to deny it. That's why it must be distributed across many different organizations, agencies, offices, and portfolios. Harry, you're thinking about this too narrowly. La responsabilité isn't concerned with trivial questions.
Okay,
Whoa,
fine.
whoa. This isn't some kind of dictatorship. You can't simply seize la responsabilité for yourself. It must be given by a legitimate authority.
Okay.
Like a committee. Only the most even-keeled minds in Martinez. Your half-brother, the lieutenant, is a natural place to start.
I have a half-brother.
Together, you'll be able to discover who has la responsabilité in Revachol. And, if necessary, you'll have the wisdom and expertise to assign it among yourselves. Most likely, your findings will be collected in a report, which will be carefully reviewed by your superiors. Once they've reviewed it, those same superiors will produce a set of recommendations to be taken up at the next meeting of the Standing Committee. Rest assured, no matter what happens, it will be done through the proper channels. Good luck. Your report is eagerly anticipated.
Alright, that's gonna be it for today. Kason isn't on yet, so who is on that I'm gonna send you to? Thank you for all the follows and everybody who chilled with me today. I will be back tomorrow playing this at 11 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, Black Girl Gamers are on. They're playing Disney Dreamlight. I actually have not seen that game yet, so we're gonna go over there. See you guys tomorrow.